Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block, episode 192. I am one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is that retro code, Eddie V.
Hello, everybody.
Wow. Ed, before we started recording the show, you said something really hilarious to me. And then I said something really hilarious back to you.
Yes.
It was really funny. Ed said he was a, what'd you say you were?
Unemployed pimp.
And I said you're a racist stereotype character from a scrapped GTA game from 2002.
That's my main mission.
Oh gosh.
Come on, ladies. You know what to do.
You have like a 1970s Cadillac.
With 4 different color rims on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
and they're not even like real. Like you have spinners, but they're not even like real spinners. They're like the ones that you could get on like a Kmart blue light special. You know, those plastic ones they used to sell.
Yes, I do. Goodness, I always wanted to see someone where a dude has some Wheel of Fortune rims. Spinners.
Gosh.
Be like, this is a hot mess. I mean, I live close to the ghetto, or the hood, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Well, now not in this time, but during the summer, I'd be like, I want to see what nonsense I could walk into. You know, the last non-cynical car thing I ever seen was someone decked their car out like the Chicago Bears.
Wow. Like
the painting, they had the logo inside with some orange. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. How is your car looking like that, but your muffler's all out and raggedy?
Right. Well. Anyways, Ed, we are premiering our new look on Twitch and Mixer. If you want to come over to our live streaming places and hang out with us, you can see or watch later on YouTube, obviously. But we've debuted all of our new backgrounds. Well, I think Arsenal X still has to debut theirs, but yeah, man, it's been I've been making all of these backgrounds and stuff, and it's awesome to finally get it out there and let people have a look-see at it. So, also I posted all the podcast thumbnails on Twitter today and on Instagram. So,
nice.
I'm very happy with how everything kind of turned out. I really am.
Yeah.
So, but that's enough of that. Ed, we're gonna do a little Nintendo segment here real quick. Just because we haven't really talked about it yet. I know you and Jesse did, and I commented in the chat a little bit about it. But that Xbox Series X logo was revealed. Love it. I like it a lot, dude.
I really do.
It's really just, I don't know, man. It's sleek. It's different. It's kind of sending a new message. You know, like it just feels like a. I don't know. But at the same time, like they have been using that X for the Series X or the Xbox One X. I mean, I should say. Yes,
and like I said in our chat, it's just like it's this '90s industrial look to it. Like it looks like something that was on like clothing, like Jinko and Cross Colors and. You know, kind of the hip hop thing, but also like if you was looking at bands and stuff back in the day and just like seeing some of their album covers, like this font and this design is straight fitting for it, you know. And like I told Jeff from Diggity Podcast, I was just like, I could see this as a hoodie. Like I would buy this as a hoodie.
Yeah.
You know, like they could, for some reason they can brand it. And then we were talking about controllers, and I'm just like, I would love this design to be on the controller for like the first release of the Series X. Like I would love for that to happen.
Yeah, I was commenting in the chat, and episode 100 of Arsenal X podcast is coming up, and I think it would be really cool to do a Xbox custom controller.
Yes.
For Arsenal X, but I don't like that logo kind of spawned that idea, because I think the logo just looks really clean and cool. Like it just looks like, I don't understand why people were so upset about it online, but those people are,
I think it's because it was just something people who don't see it visualize it as an artistic way, they think that it's kind of dumb, it's kind of basic, and it's just like.
But see, like I like
it pops
basic
more.
I like basic because it makes you really like pay attention to it, like because everything like recently everything's just been so loud and very like, I mean the 90s are coming back into like fashion sense and like the loud colors and just kind of like everything's kind of big and bold and whatever, and like I just appreciate the simplicity of the Xbox Series X logo. It looks very, it just looks clean, and I like it a lot.
What's weird is that people was clowning it or don't like it, and then people were making fun of the PS5 logo, and it was just like, well, Sony's never changed theirs, and there's the
PlayStation. The PlayStation logo hasn't, like the font for the PlayStation hasn't changed since the PS2, right? The logo, at least,
right?
And they even redesigned the PS1 logo to be simplified like that too. So I mean, like, when they released the small console, the PS1 small console, and it was just kind of like. I mean, look, I get it. They have to sell consoles, and they do different things because they're trying to do something, to appease their audience. But
yes,
I think honestly, I think both logos are consistent with what they're trying to message, right? Like, I think Xbox is saying we're doing something new and bold and sleek and something that you want in your living room. And the Series X logo changed from the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, which were essentially just the font with the Xbox ball, right? To the Series X logo, which PlayStation, on the other hand, since the PS3, like the second rendition of the PS3, they're just like, look, we want to stay consistent. You know what you like from PlayStation, and our logo kind of says that. So just from marketing standpoints, that's what the logos tell me. And I mean, I like them both. It's not like, I think the PlayStation, like the PS logo that's been there since the PlayStation 1, I think is just like, it's such an iconic logo, right? Just like the P and the S kind of underneath it. Like it just, I like the PlayStation logo, like the standard one.
It's so weird though. And even though this is Nintendo, like when you think of Nintendo or even Sega, their logos and sound effects has always kind of been cool. The way the Dreamcast is, like GameCube has always been probably number one that stood out when it comes to any of Nintendo consoles.
I think, I mean, like in terms of logos, like you even look at, like you mentioned Sega earlier.
Yeah.
Like just like the basic Sega logo, the blue logo with the lines through it is one of the most iconic logos, I think, in games. Like everybody recognizes the Sega logo.
If you are a big Sega fan and the Sega Master System, it used to be like, like it played like even the music for the Sega when it came out, with just their logo of their name of the company. Then when we look at Switch now, you see that little white thing or white controller come down and you hear that snap. And that I'm like, okay, they start any trailer off with that logo, and you just automatically just like even if you didn't know it was Nintendo for any reason, it feels like when you just hear it, that this is something coming from Nintendo, which we're going to get to in later on in the show when we get to that section. But I'm just like, I think logos, I think definitely with Microsoft, for Series X, I really think this is probably their best logo for them as a company. And like I said, it's artistic, it's clean, it has it has that 90s feel, and it's just like I could see this on multiple clothing, and you get what it is, like the side thing and then the X, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I really dig it, and I mean, it's I think that, they're, like I said earlier, the logo definitely states, it looks like something they're trying to do. They're trying to change, they're trying to change the message, and their logo kind of shows that. So
yes.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get into some of this housekeeping real quick, Ed. If you didn't, a little housekeeping for you. This is Nintendo Pow Block. Each and every week, Edward and I come to you live here at Boss Rush Games Live on Twitch and Mixer to talk about the latest news, rumors, releases, and your questions. If you can't join us live, no big deal. You can head on over to youtube.com/BossRushGames and podcast services every Saturday morning. Remember to like, subscribe, share, rate, and review. And check out all of our content on bossrushgames.com. Now, Ed, we have a giveaway. We have 3 episodes until our second giveaway, leading up to our grand episode 200 celebration. So, Ed, you want to remind everybody what we're giving away? Well, before you do that, let me read the instructions real quick, because
go ahead.
Some people are still kind of having trouble understanding what to do. So the rules are simple. Email the show at nintendopowblock@gmail.com with a screenshot of your podcast subscription and episode you're listening to. Podcast subscription as an audio podcast. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Castbox, Stitcher, wherever you listen to the show. It's not a YouTube screenshot. It's just the audio podcast screenshot. Okay. So that's the first step. The second thing is a screenshot of your rating and review of us on Apple Podcasts will grant you a second entry. So if you do listen to us on Apple Podcasts, a rating and a review of us will give you a second entry into the contest. So you only have 3 episodes left, so get those entries in. Ed, what can our awesome audience win on episode 195?
So our audience, or some special person, could win a Legend of Zelda hard case copy for their Switch. To put their Switch in. You would be able to win a copy of Overwatch for Nintendo Switch and a 1-year subscription to Nintendo Online.
Yes.
Or Switch Online, I should say.
Yes.
So you would get those 3 things all in one.
Nice. Overwatch is a great game. I still want to check out the Switch version. I think I might very soon.
I need to actually play it because I have no Xbox One and never started.
Oh man, dude, it's so good. So good. So yeah, that's our giveaway for episode 195. Again, email the show at nintendopowblock@gmail.com with a screenshot of your podcast subscription and episode you're listening to. A screenshot of your rating and review of us on Apple Podcasts will grant you a second entry. Those are the rules, and we'll recap next week. So there you go.
Yes.
Ed, we're gonna switch it up a little bit this week. We're gonna start the show with our news bits because we have a lot to get into this week, and then we'll end the show with what we've been playing this week. Just because we have a lot to get into, we have a lot to discuss, we have a lot of news, we have a new segment to the show, so it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
All right, now for the news bits. Nintendo Life brings us this story. Best Buy lists Super Mario 3D World for Nintendo Switch, but we're not so sure. The same retailer has recently leaked Metroid Prime Trilogy. So, at the end of last month, VGC published a report claiming Nintendo was set to remaster a majority of Super Mario's catalog to celebrate the 35th anniversary this year. It was then backed up by Eurogamer, and after this, VentureBeat's staff writer Jeff Grubb chimed in with the information from his own source. One of the games said to be making a return from the Wii U was Super Mario 3D World. According to Jeff's source, that he recently called the Indie World Showcase and recent Nintendo Direct Mini, there's a possibility of 3D World getting its own deluxe release, a bit like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It's sent speculation wild, and since then, fans have been searching for extra clues. Well-known Nintendo fan and Twitter user Wario64 has now turned the attention to a not yet activated listing on Best Buy's website. And this is a quote from Wario64. The listing is not activated, but there's a listing for Super Mario 3D World for Switch at Best Buy. It has a SKU number, a price tag, everything like that. So it says Super Mario 3D World, Nintendo Switch, $59.99. All likely things. So retailer listings and leaks are often a good indication if a game or announcement is on the way, and we've seen this in the past with titles like The Witcher 3 Complete Edition for Switch. Unfortunately, the US-based retailer Best Buy does not have the strongest track record for the Nintendo Switch front. It previously listed games like Metroid Prime Trilogy and Persona 5 for Nintendo Switch, and 12 months later, there's still no official word. Former Best Buy employees have even stated that in the past, the company adds games all the time based on rumors. So, rumor or not, I'm pretty sure Mario 3D World is a shoo-in for Switch this year, especially with, all these Mario rumors going around, and that it's one of the best Mario games in recent years. So, what are your thoughts on this listing?
I was super giddy when you told me about that, and then I started to think about it. I was just like, are we ready for Mario 3D World? Like, does it fit this year for the fall or for the winter? Like, I'll be excited if that happens, and my assumption is we'll see it in June for a E3 Direct. They probably would be like, as a fill-in game for the summer or the fall, here's Super Mario 3D World Deluxe. And it also contains 3D Land. And also here go Metroid Prime Trilogy right after they show like a trailer for Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah. I still think both of those games are coming, but I don't think that this Best Buy listing is a good indication, at least. There have been other sources who have said that Metroid Prime Trilogy is done and waiting to be released at the right time.
Yes.
So, well, we'll see, but Super Mario 3D World is one of my favorite games on the Wii U. I actually, like I told you, Ed, I plugged my Wii U and my GameCube back in because I want to start streaming some stuff from those consoles, and one of the main reasons why I still have my Wii U hooked up is to return to Super Mario 3D World just to play it once in a while, because I love that style, the mix of the 2D and 3D Mario. It's so perfect.
Yes.
So
yes.
We'll see, but I can't wait to see like the extra levels and stuff that they add to that if and when it comes eventually. So
yeah, and I wonder, I really wonder like if it's going to be a little bit cleaner than the Wii U version, like if they spruce it up.
Yeah, I could definitely see them like cleaning it up, maybe a little bit higher frame rate, because I think it only ran at 30 frames. If you get that running at 1080p 60 frames a second, just smooth platforming, I think it'll work. But the other thing I was thinking about, though, they're really going to have to rework some of the levels, because there's levels that require you to use the touchscreen, require you to blow in the microphone that's on the Wii U gamepad that the Switch does not have.
Yes.
So there's going to be some challenges with that, but not that they're big issues.
Nintendo.
It's Nintendo. So
right.
Yeah. Anything Mario related coming to the Switch, I'm ready to play. So
yes.
All right, Ed, we're going to move on to our next story here. Speaking of Mario, Super Mario Maker 2 is getting a world map maker, new Super Mario Brothers 2 stuff. The final major update for Super Mario Maker 2 is coming on April 22nd. This comes from Polygon. The final major update for Super Mario Maker 2 is coming Wednesday, April 22nd. Nintendo announced Tuesday, and it's a big one. The new additions to the Nintendo Switch game will include a World Maker mode, which will let players create Super Mario World-style world maps and new gameplay elements from Super Mario Bros. 2. Don't get too excited about Super Mario Bros. 2 editions, however. They are limited to a new mushroom power-up that will let Mario look and behave as he did in the NES sequel, and new enemy. After using the Mario Bros. 2 mushroom, Mario can stand on enemies without stomping on them and pull up and throw items and enemies. The list goes on and on. Nintendo is also adding the frog suit from Super Mario Bros. 3, the power balloon from Mario World, and the super acorn from New Super Mario Bros. U, and the boomerang flower from Super Mario 3D Land, which is cool. Also new are the cannon box, the propeller box, the red POW box, and Goomba mask and Bullet Bill mask, which are only compatible with the Super Mario 3D World style levels. So, Ed, we do have a question that could launch this discussion from Samantha Cross. She writes in and asks, Super Mario Bros. 2 is one of my favorite 2D Mario games. Same. It's so different, quirky, and seeing the origins of a lot of mainstays in the Mario series today. Are you disappointed that Mario 2 is only represented by sprites and not a gameplay perspective? Well, it is a little gameplay perspective with the mushroom, but I mean, I think I know what she's saying by, like, you know, picking up the eggs to throw them at Birdo, the magic carpets, the keys, that kind of thing.
Well, and she got to realize that, and people do got to realize, Mario Bros. 2 is a skin of Doki Doki Panic from Japan, so it's not really technically it's not an official Mario game, but in the timeline we made it official because that's what we got here in America. Yeah. Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels is the actual second game that we were supposed to get, but we didn't because it was too hard. So you can see where it's kind of disappointing they don't actually have Mario 2 in it. But I'm like, if they did, you just make the regular Mario Bros. Levels, but just make them harder, because that was the very intent. So I'm not disappointed at all. I wish that we were able to see it, but Mario 2 and Doki Doki Panic, you know, they had different things and designs to them, for them to be made as a game. You know, Doki Doki Panic in Japan, Mario Bros. 2 here in America. You know, because you have to create the door to really well. You have the door stuff that they got now, but it's supposed to take you to like the reverse section, where it's dark and you grab coins and then you go back in, and stuff. Like there's a lot of things that was in Mario Bros. 2 here in America. So Nintendo probably felt like there's so much they would have had to do to get that up and running, that they probably just found it simpler to just bring the sprites over with the little things and then be done with it and be okay with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to at least see the Mario 2 sprite. I think it's something people have been wanting, and I think, you know, at the end of the day, what were you gonna say?
The scary mask thing. Ooh, yeah. People are about to make that crazy scary.
Yeah,
in that game. I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah, you know, it's boy, running from those masks, dude. When you grab that key and you have to try to jump out of the pot and like it just comes flying. It's crazy. So, but I'm excited to see at least some Mario 2 stuff in there.
Yes.
So,
and I like that, you know, the Koopas are going to be in there. And
yeah,
I like
that's a cool addition too. For
like,
sure.
I think it's going to be cool. Like, us making worlds and stuff. Like, I would love to see the Pow Block community and the Boss Rush Games community like make worlds and post them so we could play them and try them out. Like, it would be cool. Like, I really like that they did it. I think they mixed Super Mario. It feels like they mixed Super Mario World and Super Mario Bros. 3 in a sense, for some reason.
Yeah. No, it definitely looks like that. I think it's gonna be cool though. All right, we're gonna get into our next story here from IGN.com. Nintendo will attempt to boost Switch output to meet growing demand. As people know, the Nintendo Switch has been kind of sold out during this pandemic, and some Switch Lites are going for like 200% markup and like $400-$500, and the base model's going upwards of $600 in some places. So it's been look, I'm glad like people are buying Switches and stuff, but it sucks that you can't get one really. So, but I'm going to read the article first, and then we'll get into the discussion. Nintendo will attempt to boost output of Switch units in response to a growing demand for the console under current remote conditions. According to a report from the Nikkei Asian Review, in which Nintendo and Switch parts suppliers are spoken to, Nintendo plans to produce, quote, 10% more units of the Switch series in 2020, having produced 20 million consoles in 2019. There's currently a widespread shortage of Nintendo Switch consoles at retail, which is a consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic's effects on supply chain. Stock scarcity is being further exacerbated by a group of resellers who are buying up fresh stock to mark up the price and the profit. Nintendo has asked its suppliers to assemble and assembly contacts to, quote, prepare for additional production in April through June quarter to make up for the shortage. However, a Nintendo representative said that despite calls for increased production, quote, the outlook remains uncertain and we can't forecast exactly how many Switches can be supplied. And it just goes on and on about suppliers and how COVID's affected the Chinese workforce and stuff. So it kind of sucks that you can't get a Switch if you want one right now.
Well, there was a story about this on Inside Gaming. They was talking about that they're thinking that people are putting bots on the websites.
Yeah.
And those bots are buying all of the Switches quickly before the order. So when that happens, the resellers would get them and then sell them at a higher price for people who want them.
Yeah.
And I think the only way to pretty much, the only way to stop that is to be like, hey, we only are selling these in the store and you cannot order them online. And then Amazon and them, just like the guy who him and his brothers brought up all the sanitizers and trying to like price gouge them and stuff. Amazon and eBay and them need to do that too. If people are trying to price gouge Switches and sell them for a higher price, they need to take their listing off and be like, no, you cannot do this.
Yeah. BCAV in our YouTube chat says, a few weeks ago I was trying to get a Switch and I think there have to be bots. They sold out in 5 minutes. So
yeah,
it's crazy out there. He settled with a Lite. He got a Switch Lite, so that's good. At least you got a Switch Lite. And
the real question is like, what kind of credit cards are being used to be processed that fast?
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about it is, credit cards and banks, it takes time for them, and you only could go do a limit of them. How are they buying them that so quick?
Yeah,
with their credit cards, like even if you for some banks, like if you pass maybe $500, it will block your account for doing anything, and they can't send it out because they feel like that's some criminal activity.
Yeah, we have to call our bank anytime we want to make a purchase over a certain amount. Yeah, that's that. I think that's a good policy. Once you hit a limit for the day, you get we have text alerts anytime like our cards being used and everything. So yeah, man, I don't know. It's been a weird, interesting time for a Switch, trying to get one. So I hope people are getting them though. I hope people are finding them. I hope people are able to. At least the Switch Lite, I think the Switch Lite is a great little console. It's a great complementary console to your other. If you have a PlayStation or an Xbox, I prefer, not that I'm saying you shouldn't have gotten a Switch Lite. I prefer the one that plugs into the TV, but the Switch Lite is a nice, secondary console to have and play those great games on it. There's a ton of great games on Switch, and at least people are getting to play them. So
yeah.
Plus, there's a lot of TV to watch during this time too, because HBO has been side tangent here. HBO has had a lot of stuff for free. You don't have to have an account to watch it, so we've been watching Veep. But then my kid decided to play around with the remote and bought a month of HBO from Amazon. So, no, she didn't have the remote. She had my wife's phone, and she was in the Amazon app, and ended up buying a month of HBO. So that was awesome. So yeah, that happened too.
So now you have.
Yeah, we have HBO for a month. So we're gonna try to find stuff to watch on there since we have it, though. I mean, I already canceled it, so our subscription ends on May 22nd. But it was just, my wife's like, "What's this? Who bought something on Amazon for $16?" I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't even been on Amazon for a while." And she's like, "We need to look into this." It was like the Amazon Prime Video app is what it was purchased through. So I was like, well. All right, Ed, our next story. I had to get a new link for this, so this story is from Destructoid. Nintendo just launched a My Nintendo app in Japan that streams directs. Hopefully it comes west. While we're stuck with a mostly wet blanket of a website, most of the rewards are still 3DS and Wii U offers. Japan relies on a mightier service, providing physical rewards among other perks like the Club Nintendo Legends of old. Now, the region is also getting a bigger update in the form of a My Nintendo app. Evidently, this is separate from the Nintendo Switch Online app and is currently only in service on Android and iOS devices in Japan. The new app allows folks to watch Nintendo Direct presentations directly, buy software, interact with your play records, and check in on various locations via a QR code. While some of its functionality is superfluous, I'm mostly interested in the direct streaming and the bitrate in which the in-app feature entails. Sometimes the official streams are laggy or poor in quality, so having another option is always great. There is no word on whether or not the app will arrive west, but given that some of its features are Japan-centric, they'd have to rework it at the very least.
I love this idea.
I mean, one thing about, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
You can watch the Nintendo Directs on your Switch. Like, they're live streamed on your Switch. If you go under the news section, they're there. You can watch them through there.
But you have to be connected to the internet, right? Like if you're on the go.
Well, yeah, but you have to be connected to the internet to watch the directs anyway.
Yeah, I think it's mostly like in case of like YouTube is not acting right or anything like that. And you're on the go, you could be like, oh, everybody's watching the direct. I forgot my Switch at home, or it needs to charge, or I don't get the online. Okay, bam, I can look on my phone. Excuse me, and join everybody watching it live right there and stuff. Yeah. Like, we got to see what will happen. I really love the fact of the buying the games thing, because if it be like, oh, I got paid.
Have you ever tried to use their website to buy a game? It's like, it's so bad, dude.
I think I have. I think one game, but not really. Dude,
it's so bad. Like, you might as well just use the you might as well just use like an AOL disc from like 1999 and put it in and be like, AOL keyword that, because it's like, it's so bad. Their website is not great.
Yeah. Well, because of the eShop, I'm like, I'd rather just buy it when I'm at home on the eShop.
Yeah.
I could literally tell you this. Microsoft is okay, but it's just like buying their stuff offline. I mean, not offline. Buying their game, like buying the game on the Windows 10 and stuff. It's just like, where is the game at? Why isn't download? Like, only surprisingly, Sony is good at this. Like, if I go to the PlayStation store and I buy a game, it starts downloading automatically to my PlayStation 4. I don't have to go looking for it. Or like I let it download, come home, look at it on, come my PlayStation 4 on, and bam, it's there. It's already downloaded. I was just like, why can't Microsoft and Nintendo do this? So if Nintendo could get it together like PlayStation, and even Microsoft could get it together like PlayStation, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, this app kind of reminds me of the Game Pass app a little bit, because on the Game Pass app, like because you can buy and download games directly from this My Nintendo app apparently, and which is exactly what the Game Pass app does, and I mean the Xbox app in general also does that, but I don't know. I think it sounds like a cool idea. I would at least like to play around with it because the Nintendo Switch Online app has done absolutely zero things for me. So
I don't even use the app, the Nintendo Online app.
I don't either. I mean, I have it on my phone, but I didn't even download it on my phone. I don't even have it on my iTouch. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a cool idea. I hope it comes west. I think people would at least enjoy looking at it. So, and like even to watch trailers and stuff for eShop games, like if you're scrolling the eShop and you see a game, because like you can always look at YouTube, at trailers, but sometimes you just need to go in and look through the eShop and be like, oh, that game looks cool. Let's see what that is. And you can watch trailer and look at screenshots and stuff. So
yes.
Speaking of the eShop, Ed, this comes from Nintendo Life. This small Switch eShop update makes it a lot easier to see what games look like. Have you checked this out?
Yes, I have. And I'm like, oh, this is really cool.
It basically does what YouTube does, where like
with YouTube and Netflix.
Yeah.
Like you get on it and then like different pictures. Oh yeah, YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, like when you scroll down a thumbnail and it'll show like screenshots or a trailer or whatever.
Yes.
It's really cool. So when it comes to the Switch eShop, there's plenty of room for improvement. In the past, many users have complained how hard it is to navigate the store, sift through the shovelware, and find what you actually want. With this in mind, Nintendo appear to have released an incredibly minor update for its online store, which might make it a little easier to identify good games from the bad ones. When you highlight a game on the eShop now, it will cycle through images of it. Here's a look. There's a link below to a Twitter account. According to this preview function works across all areas of the Switch eShop, which means you no longer have to enter the game page to see the images. It's also worth pointing out this update arrived before the most recent Switch system update that Nintendo rolled out earlier. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a cool feature. I think it's something they've needed desperately. The eShop, I think, is just a hot mess. It's just like, I get it's simple. It was fine when the Switch launched because there's only like 5 or 6 to 10 games on it within the first week. Yeah. But now that there's like thousands, it's like anything that came out yesterday just automatically gets lost.
Yes.
So a welcome addition, a welcome change. And yeah, that's yeah. Anyways. All right, Ed. We're gonna get into our new section here. Our new segment I like to call the eShop drop for the week of April 27th, 2020. If you're watching us live on Thursday, this is next week's games. If you're listening on Saturday, these are games that are coming out starting Monday. Ed, do you have the list of games up?
Yes, I do.
I say that we volley back and forth. You read the first one, I'll read the second one, you read the third one, etc. until we read all of the games coming out. These are just the highlighted ones, the bigger ones, I would say. Not much coming out next week, but there is one in particular that I know Ed is very excited for. So
actually, two.
So, all right, Ed, would you do me the honor of reading the first game of this week's eShop drop?
Yes. So our first game is Moving Out, coming April 28th. Moving Out is a ridiculous physics-based movie simulator that brings new meaning to couch co-op. Are you ready for an exciting career in furniture? As a newly certified furniture arrangement and relocation technician, you'll take on moving jobs all across the busy town of Packmore.
Wow, Packmore. It's a great name for a town. SnowRunner, coming April 28th. SnowRunner puts you in the driver's seat of powerful vehicles as you conquer extreme open environments with the most advanced terrain simulation ever. Drive 40 vehicles from brands such as Ford, Chevrolet, and Freightliner as you leave your mark on an untamed open world.
Next game is Telling Lies, April 28th. Telling Lies is a series of one-sided conversations. You play as a woman whose motives are initially unclear, who has been given access to an archive of secretly recorded video calls taken from the laptops and mobile phones of 4 very different people. When the game begins, you know nothing about them. And want to give everybody heads up, this is from the developer who made Her Story. Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited to see this because I think I definitely want to buy this game and play it, and hopefully Her Story, because I'm very interested. It is an FMV game, so just to give you guys a heads up about it.
Nice. Levelhead, coming April 30th. Levelhead is a creative platformer for 1 to 4 players where you build and share levels with the world. Become GR18, a delivery robot in training as you run, jump, and warp up the Levelhead division corporate ladder. This game's pretty much this indie developers' take on Mario Maker, and is cross-play and cross-platform with the Xbox and PC versions.
Yes, of course, everybody. Without a shadow of a doubt, this should be automatic in your library. Streets of Rage 4, April 30th. Amongst the best beat-em-up series ever created, jamming 90 beats and over-the-top street fighting, the iconic series Streets of Rage comes back with a masterful tribute to and revitalization of the classic action fans adore. Streets of Rage 4 got its iconic characters back: Axel, Blaze, and Adam, teaming up with new brother and sister in arms, Floyd and Sherry. With some brand new moves and kick-ass tracks to take a listen, our heroes are ready to dish out beatdowns to a fledgling group of ill-advised criminals in full force. I
love the art style.
Yes, and they've been showing trailers of combos and everything. And this is a game that I already pre-ordered from Limited Run, so I hope I get my physical that day. But yeah, yes,
we should stream that co-op at some point when that game comes out. We should stream.
Yes.
All right. Arcade Spirits, May 1st. Arcade Spirits is a romantic visual novel that follows an alternative timeline where 1983 video game crash never occurred. It's 20XX, and you've just started a new job at the Funplex Game Arcade. Will you find the romance you're seeking? So that's the eShop drop this week, guys. Yeah, I wanted to add that because I know that sometimes people know the big games coming out, but there's a lot of games that come out that I think people should at least take a look at, and if you've never heard of the game or some of these games that are coming out, it allows you to go look them up and check them out and see if it's for you. I think Streets of Rage 4 would be our pick of the week. Moving Out also looks really cool. So, yeah, check those games out. We're going to start doing the eShop drop every week. Maybe not every game, but, at least the ones that we think are worth checking out. So, all right, Ed, we're going to get into our topic of the show, Nintendo's 2020 roadmap predictions and expectations. We kind of know what's coming up through June, really. But after that is really a big mystery. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation. There's a lot of leaks, it seems. So I kind of want to get your thoughts on how do you think July through December are going to fall for Nintendo Switch. What do you expect to see? What do you want to see? I mean, I know what you want to see, but just how do you feel that the Switch's lineup is going to compare to last year or the year before in terms of what we're going to get?
I think we're going to get some, of course, a lot of indies waiting to be announced, and some PC games waiting to be ported, like Disco Elysium. Hopefully that, I think they had said that was
coming.
rumored.
It's coming. They've already announced it. They already announced it. Yeah, it's coming to Switch. Okay. Not soon. I don't know what they said. I'm pretty sure they just said it's coming.
Yes. Of course, we still got Doom Eternal coming for Switch. We'll probably see that in sometime in the fall. I do wonder though, with Square Enix, we got Bravely Default 2 dropping. We got to find out when that's coming though. But I think we're going to get some updates. Like we might get some more stuff from Dead Cells. We might actually see Hollow Knight 2 or Silk Song. We might actually get that. We'll probably get some games that's been on PlayStation and that's been on Xbox, and these that haven't came to Switch actually come there. There's a possibility that we might get Hello Games No Man's Sky for Switch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's kind of been rumored for a while. I think they're really just trying to figure out how Nintendo's networking works before they get that on. And I also think that they're going to try to do cross play, because now that there's like the multiplayer stuff and the mech stuff and everything, like I really feel like No Man's Sky is a real possibility. As long as it's not $60, right? Like I think the time has passed to pay $60 for that game. I think $40 is a nice price point for that.
30 or 40, yes. I think that would be the one that limited run should be trying to get, because I think people will pay the $40 or $50 to get that game on Switch. People feel like it had its ups and downs, but we're willing to, and which is cool, because their other game that's supposed to be coming out, that RPG one, from Hello Games, it kind of looks like this is a game that's making up for for No Man's Sky, and I think it's gonna really get people into appreciating and respecting Hello Games and stuff. And kind of like, we still remember what was done with No Man's Sky, but time has passed. We have moved on. If you guys could deliver us great RPG Zelda style experience, we're off for it. So, but like No Man's Sky, I could kind of see that coming to Switch. We know Outworlds is the Outer Worlds is coming.
Yeah. Let me run you. There's only a couple games that we know are coming to Switch that have release dates after June. So, Catherine Full Body is coming July 7th. Which I'm actually very excited for. Yes. And then in August, we are getting that game Windbound, which I sent you that trailer in the chat like a week ago. It's kind of like it looks kind of like a Wind Waker meets Breath of the Wild's indie game. It looks really cool. It looks really neat. So that's kind of all we know for Switch at this point. So. How do you feel about Windbound, Ed?
Windbound is probably, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but it's going to be on my Switch when it comes out. Like, I'm definitely going to be getting it.
Yeah, dude, Windbound looks so cool.
Yes,
that trailer and the music and stuff just really kind of, it gave me the Breath of the Wild vibes for sure, and Wind Waker vibes, to be honest with you. Like, this is sailing and sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, No, I was just like, I really want to hear more of the soundtrack, because I'm just like, you guys have to have some more cuts on here, because I'm like, if you got, like I said, indie soundtracks been really, really good, and this like kind of orchestrated soundtrack that they got, from that trailer, I was just like, I hope you guys have more, because it's one of the things that I'd be like, yep, I need to buy the soundtrack to this game.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely looks awesome. I can't wait to. I hope you guys check it out if you're listening. Windbound is. It's also coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, but it's definitely a game you should keep your eye on. So,
yes.
Also, we did say that about Decay of Logos, and we saw how that turned out. So,
yeah. When let that be?
Sorry, guys. It's not that game was bad. It was just kind of like, it looked really cool when they started showing it, and then it just kind of fizzled out.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, after June, May is a huge month for Switch, right? With Xenoblade and BioShock and Borderlands and XCOM, don't forget the Clubhouse games. Don't forget those.
Yes.
But after that, man, like it's anybody's game. Trails of Cold Steel is coming. Bravely Default 2 is coming. We know at some point. No More Heroes 3 is coming at some point. Burnout Paradise. That Mr. Driller is coming. Like there's great games. Minecraft Dungeons is coming in May, I'm pretty sure. But this fall is empty. And do you think like Paper Mario, like that rumored Paper Mario, can carry the fall?
Yeah, I really think so. Because I think people will. I think if they go back to their roots of a Paper Mario, definitely, like if the writing is there, I think a lot of people will be looking forward to it. There are people who will try a Paper Mario game, who will pick it up. And I'm like, because it's Nintendo and it's a physical game, it's just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll try it. I'll get it there. And so I think Paper Mario could do it. We'll see what they got to offer and everything. And
yeah,
maybe it may be Thousand Year Door, or it may be something from the past games and stuff. Like, I mean, I can't wait to see.
I think if you're porting all these old games over or making them HD or whatever, like I think it needs to be a new game, a new Paper Mario game. If you're giving us the like a Super Mario All-Stars 3D package and Mario 3D World Deluxe, like it needs to be a new Paper Mario game at least. Like I think those three games those three bundles, whatever, can carry the fall.
Yes.
As long as you have something to complement them with. Like, I don't know, maybe that Star Fox racing game that I'm going to keep bringing up until it releases. Metroid Prime Trilogy, I think, would be a strong contender.
People are okay. So, sorry, everybody had to go to the Indie World Showcase and like skip around. But Boyfriend Dungeon.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of people are hyped about. It was that in, is it Crosscode or something like that? It was
Crosscode is a game that a ton of people are looking forward to.
Yeah. That's stuff that doesn't have a date yet. So it'll be interesting to see. And then we know it's not ready, but Axiom Verge 2. I think Tom Happ is still working on. Is it Tom Happ? Yeah. I think he's still working on it and everything.
Yeah. It says it has a 2020 release. I think that's a strong complimentary August September game.
Yeah.
I really do. But also I want him to release the game when the game is ready, because that first game is phenomenal. I actually just started replaying it because I never finished it. I was like an hour away from the end, and then I just got distracted, so I started replaying it, and it's just what a wonderful little game that is, and I can't wait, because the second game looks so different. But
yes,
man, Axiom Verge. If you guys haven't played Axiom Verge, what are you doing with your life? It's so good.
Yeah, there's a game called Liberated. It's like a noir comic book, black and white game that I'm definitely looking for. That one really kept my interest. I'm like, ooh, this looks really good. Like if you go back and watch the Indie World Showcase, even from last year for games that's not even out yet, that have a 2020 date, like even though it's getting close to the summer, they could still be released in the fall or winter. Mm-hmm. And there may be games that was in Indie Showcase that never came out. That's probably finished and ready to come out, or we find some story about it that we could like. As crazy as it seems, that Cuphead ripoff game, like I would pick it up to buy it to do a comparison and see what they offer. Because I think it's just like there are a lot of games that copy other games in a sense, but make it their own. And so I think they probably got the idea to do this art style from Cuphead, but yet make it their own. It's less detailed and it's a little bit cleaner than what Cuphead is about.
Yeah, but I think what makes Cuphead special is that it was all hand drawn and like, you know, and you know, people are. I think you're going to see a lot more games take that art style at some point, but it's never going to have like the true hand drawn animation style that Cuphead has. So,
and don't forget, Cuphead was in development for what, about 4 or 5 years.
It's like, I mean, I think it was in development. It was in development for 5 years, and this DLC, by the time it comes out, will be in development for what, 3.5. So,
yeah,
I mean that Cuphead is a special game. I hope everybody just.
It's on sale.
It's so hard though. Like it is hard. It's a challenge.
Yeah, but it's worth the price of admission.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think that game is something special that you should check out. But you know, that DLC is probably coming soon too. You know, because like that's what the physical copy of Cuphead is waiting on, is so all the whole game can be on the cartridge. So people don't have to download it, you know, which I think is becoming more rare these days with games that are coming to Switch in general, right? Like Nintendo usually does a pretty decent job of putting the entire game on the cartridge, right? Like, I mean, Smash DLC, Mario Kart updates, you know, those types of things are you know, negligible when you're talking about the full experience on the cart. The Witcher put the whole game on the cart. Wolfenstein Youngblood didn't even come with a cartridge. So, I mean, it's, I don't know. Like, I appreciate the third-party support. I just, you know, if people are physically collecting, like, there are certain games that aren't even worth going for. Like, Borderlands, for example. Like, when that game comes out, I think it's only, like, half of the first game is on the cartridge or something, and you have to, it's insane the download sizes that are coming to Switch now. When you're talking about, you know, Breath of the Wild being like 13 gigs when it came out, and now you're talking about games becoming 40 and 50 gigs on the Switch. Like, that's just insane. So
yeah,
but I mean, I do love the third party support, and I like. We'll get into it in a little bit, but I've been playing the crap out of The Witcher 3 again on Switch, and it's like, now that I'm done just murdering myself on this website, like, oh, The Witcher's so good, man. So good.
Yes.
But I do expect to see some more third-party support this fall. I expect to see a lot of, like, I expect to see games that are already out now.
Yeah,
but coming to Switch, I definitely see older games coming to Switch. Like, especially, like, I feel like EA is going to give us something this fall.
That's what I was just about to bring up. Was EA? It's just because we mentioned that Unravel is coming to Switch, but you know, a lot of people are like, I was upset. I'm just like, you guys, is one of those things that you guys are late bringing this game.
I wish I would have gotten Unraveled 2 when it was $5.
It'll be on sale again.
I know.
Well, because it was weird. I'm just like even we got. I think we even got. We got Unravel too late. I think it was almost half a year after.
I think it was a year after.
Yeah, because PlayStation and Xbox and PC had it.
I think we got the only game. Well, we got FIFA on time, but that doesn't count because it's not the real version of FIFA. But I am pretty sure Faye was the only game we got on time.
Yeah,
which
it was.
I didn't even play it. Did you play it?
I haven't. I haven't started yet. Like I own it on. I think I own it on Switch and PlayStation because it was just like. I wanted to get it because I love the art style. I love it was something new. And EA just treated it as like, here, just put it out and don't give it no marketing. Like, don't tell nobody.
Yeah. Like, I am expecting EA to pull something out. It's either going to be, it's going to be big. Like, it's going to be something everybody wants. I think it's going to be either Mass Effect, like piecemealed on the Switch, or Dead Space. Like,
if I could tell you this, if they do Mass Effect trilogy digitally only, a lot of people are going to buy it. If they do Dead Space remaster as a trilogy, everybody's going to buy it. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, there's going to be a lot of people who love those games buying it.
Yeah, you know, if Mass Effect ended up coming physically, I think I would end up getting that physically, just because I think I like that series so much, and to finally play it the whole series, because like I still stand by the fact that the Wii U version of Mass Effect 3 is still like the best way to play that game version. Even though, I mean, aside from the fact that you can't play Mass Effect 1 or 2, which is obviously the draw to play the whole trilogy at once, but like the things that you could do on the gamepad, like you could draw routes for your side characters, and you could really have a deeper appreciation of planning your attack with the Wii U gamepad. You could you could just do a lot more with what was on the gamepad besides a map, and I thought that was really awesome. I just think that the sad part about it is they released Mass Effect 3 on Wii U a week before they released the Mass Effect trilogy on 360 and PS3. Like as a whole unit for the same price. And also the Wii U didn't get it. I don't think the Wii U got any of the DLC either, which was, I mean, not uncommon for Wii U ports. But yeah, man, I would expect EA to port something like that, something big like that. So
yeah, and who knows what 2K is doing? Like, we shall see after they release their 3 games. Like, are you going to put something from Rockstar again?
I think there's going to be a Rockstar game this fall. I think there is. I don't know if it's going to be GTA or Red Dead, but and I'm not saying Red Dead 2. I'm saying Red Dead 1, or Red Dead Redemption. What if they just put Red Dead Revolver on Switch and be like, here's your Red Dead on Switch, and you'd be like, oh no.
We'll be like, Capcom, what the heck?
I wonder how many people played Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead 2 know about Red Dead Revolver.
Not many.
Remember when that game and Gun came out at the exact same time?
Yeah.
And Gun was such the superior cowboy game at the time. Yeah. And now it's just like, dude, that box art was just so iconic. It was just that yellow box art with the skull on the front of it for Gun. Oh, what a cool game.
And then it never got a sequel.
No, and it should have, because it was way better than Red Dead at the time. Red Dead Revolver, we should say. I still think Red Dead... by the way, did you see that Red Dead 2 is coming to Game Pass?
Yeah, I seen it this morning. They announced it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I told my manager, I'm like, but I didn't have a date for it. I forgot what the date was, but I seen it like this morning. I was just like, all right, Game Pass. I'm like, that's going to bring more subscribers to Game Pass if they don't have it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was not going to play this game, and now I'm probably going to at least try it out because it's coming to Game Pass. I just heard too many things, right, about Red Dead. Sorry for the side tangent, everybody.
Nope.
I just heard too many things, that were not issues with the game, but just enough that I could just tell that game was not going to be for me. The deliberate pacing, the deliberate reloading of the gun, that kind of stuff. It just it was just not going to be for me. So I mean, I'll probably try it out now because I do at least want to try it and be, up to date with stuff. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. But anyways, I think we're going to see.
I have my review. You guys can. I think it's from Watch Switch Games. Yes. You guys can read that review that I wrote. Just be ready. That's all I can say.
Yeah. So I think we're going to see something from Rockstar this fall on Switch. Whether it's honestly, if it's GTA, I think it's going to be the GTA 3 trilogy, to be honest. Like, I think it's going to be those PS2 games.
Yeah.
Honestly, or like a port of the Vita version of Chinatown Wars or something, like something weird. Like, it's not going to be what people want,
What if it was Manhunt 1 and 2, or what was the one with the ambulance?
Manhunt 2 was exclusive to Wii, so I mean, it could, theoretically. But, I don't know.
Maybe we could play the uncensored version.
Not on Switch.
The way that they leaving stuff uncensored on Switch and from Japanese games,
yeah,
they can do it for Rockstar.
I know. I think we should do a segment on this show. I think we should do a segment on this show where we read like the bad translations from the Japanese box arts, because like there's not to like make fun of like Japan, but to make fun of the people who translated it, who just literally just threw it in the Google Translate and threw it up on the store.
Yeah.
So like I want to do like bad games that are on Switch. Like I'm scrolling through the eShop right now. There's a game on here that's literally called The Prison Princess, and it's clearly an anime girl. Well, there's two anime girls that are embracing each other on the cover art. I'll just throw that out there, and you can guess what the rest, So I think we should do stuff like that. I think it would be hilarious.
In other words, we're buying it and then I'm playing
it. Sure, if you want to. I just think it would be hilarious. Or like, this game called One Night Stand. It's literally called One Night Stand. So, yeah. So, anyways, I mean, I expect this fall to be pretty big. I mean, I know Nintendo's probably got a bunch up their sleeve. I know there's a Mario Kart 9 rumor kind of lingering around somewhere, but I don't think that that's going to hold any traction, pardon the pun. So I'm excited for this fall. I think Nintendo is going to bring it with those Mario games, and probably, oh boy, I wonder if they're going to do anything else besides Mario this fall. I think they have to have one more first party game come out this fall just to shake things up. I mean, that's not that I'm opposed to all that Mario, but that's a lot of Mario not to have anything else, at least.
Yeah. And like Konami and Capcom got to be doing something too.
Yeah.
Like a lot of their Japanese developers, and hopefully Shin Megami Tensei makes it. Like, come on, Atlas. Y'all got to talk. Y'all got to give us something now, because
Atlas has to stop teasing us with their, games that they keep teasing us with these these surveys. So.
Right. Like there's too much that you guys have put out there, and we need something official.
Yeah.
Like literally official.
Yeah. So all right, we're gonna end this episode with what we've been playing. Have you been playing anything interesting, anything cool, anything new?
I actually have. I've been playing the Puzzle Quest, the Legend Returns demo. Kind of fun, really cool. This is like the one that came out for, I think, DS, like that first Puzzle Quest one. It's a match. It's a match 3 where you switch these these skulls and red orbs and stuff. And the more you match, the more you build up to use your magic and get HP and even be able to attack the enemy and stuff. I remember they said when it first came out, it was hard, but it was addictive. Playing more Breath of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I did another shrine where like this is the first time me finding this shrine where I had to find these 3 metal pieces so this one guy could read them. And you kind of have to wait at night to see them glow and everything. You have to take a picture and deliver it to him. And so I played that. Played a little bit of Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition. Was playing like
It's
the
on
regular
sale for $14 right now on Switch, by the way.
Nice. I was playing the Warriors, like the regular Street Fighter 2. And I got my tail kicked by Guile. Like I was beating everybody, but when it came to Guile, he was beating my tail. I'm like, oh dang nabbit. So, yeah, and then a little bit more grace for Explosion Machine. Just playing around, just needed something to shoot and relax to.
You love that game.
I do. I really do. I have Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Balls all here, and I have not started yet at all. So, maybe I'll get to that. There's a lot of games on here that I have, but I haven't started. Like I got the regular 3 Dragon Quest games, like I guess they're like the mobile versions, mobile ports, and I haven't started yet, and I need to. I've been looking at Diablo 3 though, because I
was looking at it, and it was $30 last week, and now it's off sale. Like it's not on sale anymore, but that game goes on sale all the time. So it's a game that I've been wanting to get back to, because like, you know how I used to have a pretty big Switch physical collection, and then when my kid was born, I decided to get rid of them all and go digital. That was one of the games that I just kind of cut from my library.
Understandable.
Because I was focused on the Nintendo stuff and some of the other stuff that I wanted to play. And yeah, man, I would like to get back to it at some point, but we'll see. I don't know if I'll have time to go back to Diablo. It never really hit for me. Diablo's never really hit for me. I would rather play Doom and Wolfenstein on my Switch than Diablo for some reason. Diablo is like, it's a game that I feel like I should like, and I just can't get into it.
Dude, it's weird because I think I'm halfway through Diablo 3. And I'm just like, okay, I need to finish this because I got Torchlight 2. I have Divinity Original Sin 2 on my Switch. I'm like, I got these kind of style role-playing games, and I haven't touched them or I haven't finished them. And I need to, and I don't know why. I really don't know why.
Yeah, you need to play Divinity Original Sin 2 and tell me how it plays on Switch, because that's a game that, ever since we talked about it on Boss Rush with Ray, like I've just been wanting to like at least try it out.
Yeah, I will tell you, because I sorry everybody, this is a kind of a Nintendo. I bought Pillars of Eternity Complete Edition on Xbox. I think it was like $15 or $10. It was like really cheap.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
it's the same style of game as Divinity, right? They're the same style of game, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because like Pillars of Eternity is on Game Pass, and I thought I would give it a try. So, is that all you've been playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because by the time you guys see this, I will have Trials of Mana. And I'll talk about that next week on the show.
Yeah, I'm really interested to hear what you have to say about that, because that's another game I've been eyeing for a while.
The demo, like I said, that demo.
Does your progress carry over from the demo? Most Square games do, but I didn't know if that one did or not, because I want to play it. I want to play it so we can talk about it next week. But I want to know if if it carries over.
I'll probably have to look at it.
I guess I could just look it up on since the internet is literally right here in front of my face.
Yeah, because I actually deleted the demo because I had beat it, and just ended up buying the game because I don't. Yeah, I remember when we was doing E3 and you were asking about. I'm like, "Is that game get a physical?" I said, "Yeah," but then I think it's not getting a physical because, like, I was looking at Target's ad, and I didn't see anything for it, so I'm just like, I don't think this game is getting the physical. I mean, so I just went ahead and bought the digital version of it.
All progress made in the demo of the game will carry over to the final version of Trials of Mana. Okay, cool. Because I would love to play. I want to play the demo, and then once I max out the demo, I will get the game if I enjoyed it. So, Antonio, Hypecaster on Mixer, you should go follow him everywhere at Hypecaster. Sir. You should follow Antonio on Twitter too if you have not already. He's the best. I mean,
yes,
I can't stress enough how much of the best Antonio is. His positivity, his hypeness is just love Antonio.
I was watching our 1v1 and I was just like, he's so amazing. Yes, everybody would get shirtless in there. But what does Antonio have to say?
He just said Divinity is dope, but Pillars didn't grab him, is all he really said. And then he sent 2 Cyclops unicorn emojis.
I have Divinity on Xbox, Divinity 2 on PS4, and because Switch was getting it and Limited Run was doing physical, I decided to do that for Switch. And like I said, Pillars was just cheap, and I'm like, yeah, let me get this game. And then I'm just waiting to see how I'm going to do Dragon Quest XI on Switch. And I don't know, something's making me want to touch Final Fantasy 12 on Switch. And I was just like, should I pay the $25 for this game?
But I love Final Fantasy 12. I love 12. I know, like, I don't know. I thought I remembered a lot of people hating that game, but now there seems to be a lot of love for that game. So I'm not sure what happened in that revisionist history or if I just made that up, but I don't know. I love 12 a lot.
I think people need to get the Gambit system, but like once you set everything and you get everybody attacking automatically, it's like a lot of people just like, well, you basically making the gameplay itself. I'm just like, well, it's an MMO style game.
I didn't finish it. And the only reason I did not finish Final Fantasy 12 is because I started playing it like 2 weeks before the Wii came out, and I got a Wii and Twilight Princess, and of course I'm going to stop playing Final Fantasy for a new system and a Zelda game. So I really want to go back to that game though. I loved it so much. But
yes.
As for me, I have been playing Axiom Verge. Really awesome 2D side-scrolling Metroid game, Metroid-style game. If you like the original Metroid, you should definitely check out Axiom Verge. It's so awesome. The music is awesome. The art style and the graphics are awesome. I love the way the pixel art works in that game. Like the heads with like the Matrix style tubes coming out of their head. Like, it's just, I love it. I love Axiom Verge. Came out a long time ago, but it made it to Switch, last year, 2 years ago? 2 years ago, I want to say?
2 years ago. No, 3 years ago, because I think it 2018?
I think it came out in the spring of 2018.
Yeah, because I got the physical of Axiom Verge for Switch.
Yeah, so I definitely recommend that if you're into Metroidvania games. Definitely one of the better ones out there. Music is so cool. I love the music to Axiom Verge, especially that title screen when it's like, and then it goes, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
I really want to beat it on PlayStation 4 because I'm close to the end.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But other than that, I've been playing a little bit of, like I told you a couple weeks ago, I started a new game on Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and I'm making my way through that. It's still like one of the better strategy games on Switch. Like even if you want to play a strategy game on Switch, but you don't know where to start, and you're kind of afraid of being overwhelmed by systems, this is the perfect game to play. It's full of comedy. It's full of just a ton of nods to the Mario universe, and there's just enough rabbids in there to not make you want to like slam your head into the wall.
Yes.
Like I think the Luigi rabbit is the best one. By far, he's the best one. There's definitely rabbids swimming in a giant toilet at one point in that game, which I missed the first time. It's just really cute and fun and not stressful. You can play it on like an easy mode, and it gives everybody double health, and it's the way I like to play it. So you should definitely check that out. I want to beat the main game because I hear the Donkey Kong stuff is really awesome.
Yeah,
and I want to get through that too. So, and then the last game I've been playing is The Witcher 3. I'm in the Witches of the Bog quest line. I just met this old lady who like takes care of a bunch of orphans, and she's really mean, and the kids are like cussing at you and talking about boobs and stuff. It's hilarious. It's really funny. They're just like probably like 8 or 9 years old, and they're sitting there talking about like boobs and killing people and like cooking animals and stuff. It's just really kind of sadistically hilarious. So, and then the old lady is just really mean. So that's where I'm at in that game.
I can say I'm happy that you've been making progress in that game.
Yeah, me too. And it's like the perfect game where like the quest setup is it's perfect for like playing in small chunks for the Switch. Because you can play a quest for like a few hours and be like just as satisfied as if you completed one step in 15 or 20 minutes, you know? And I'm really glad I bought the Switch version. I was not sure if I should or not. Remember, I was debating for such a long time, and then it was on sale for $41.99, and I was like, I gotta bite the bullet. I want to play this game really bad, and I'm so happy that I got it.
It's still so funny that people laughed at this and look how this game has done.
People, like, every time I tell people I'm playing The Witcher on Switch, are like, why? I'm like, why not? So, but I'm really digging this game. I'm really digging The Witcher. It's so fun. And it's just going to be that game that I play like once or twice a week and complete a couple quests and make my way through it until the end, you know? Like, I'm kind of viewing it as my long-term game this year. But yeah, it's really, really awesome. So that's kind of all I've been playing. I did let my kid play Switch a little bit. She has no idea what she's doing, but like I put on Yoshi's Crafted World because I figured that would be the easiest one for her to get used to. And it's funny to watch her react to her moving the character, right? Moving Yoshi around. And then she'll get in a habit of pressing one button like probably 10 or 12 times in a row. And like it's fun because then she'll jump. Like when you watch her jump, she gets excited, and then she'll go and press the screenshot button, right? And take like 10 or 12 pictures of Yoshi in a row. And then she'll press the home button and exit the game and get really mad, and then I'll have to take it away from her because I don't want her throwing it. But it's really fun to see her like kind of experience like learning that you can move something with the stick, you know, like you can kind of see it start to click in her head that if I press this stick, something on the screen will move, you know, and it's really fun to watch because she's not even 2 yet. And it's just kind of like, wow, she can like understand that already. So, but yeah, Antonio, if you're still watching, that's what you have to look forward to. But that's kind of all I've been playing, and I think that's kind of the end of the show. I hope everybody liked the new format, likes the new background, the new framing, the framework we did for it. I hope everybody enjoyed this new kind of format that we did, ending the show with what we've been playing. I think it's I think it was fun. I like starting with the news. It kind of gets it out of the way and
yes,
allows us to have better conversations if we need to, or fly through it if we need to, so we can move on to our topic or question block or anything. So I really liked it. So Antonio, thank you for joining us. BCAF in chat, thank you for joining us. Remember, you can find us on Mixer and Twitch at Boss Rush Games Live, or you can watch us live on YouTube as well. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. I hope everybody is excited for our giveaways. 195, we're giving away some stuff, and then also episode 200 celebration is coming up. I'm very excited for that.
I'm super excited. I cannot wait.
So be ready for that. I want to thank everybody so much for watching. You can catch all of our content on bossrushgames.com. Please check out the website. It is a labor of love and pain and tears last week. Antonio, I did take some of your advice. I'm looking into changing some fonts and moving some font stuff around like that. It's going to take a little bit of time to do that, though. But, I did get your comment on Twitter. I was at work when I read it, so I didn't get to respond. But I did see your feedback, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatVirtualCode, and you can check out Optional Opinion on SoundCloud. I have 2 new episodes out with 2 special guests. One of them is out already with George Cruz Alvarez from Irrational Passions. We talk about who needs who. Really give that one a listen. And then by the time you guys see this, my good friend Pastor Corey Ratliff has talked to me about disobedience and how it plays in real life and how we use it in video games. I really tried to ask him about Mass Effect, and it started a good conversation. So you guys should check that out on SoundCloud or any podcast apps.
Yeah. You can find me at I am Corey in HD on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on Mixer at Corey in HD. You can also check out our family of shows, the Boss Rush podcast and Arsenal X, our Xbox podcast. Coming soon, we have our expansion pack feed, which more details for that are coming up in the coming days, but you'll be able to find a lot of our other content there as well. I'm very excited to give details on that. And
yes,
maybe 2 weeks, I'm going to say we're going to be ready for that. So also, I want to encourage you guys to go watch the Retro Game Show on bossrushgames.com. And also coming up this summer is the Indie Masterclass Let's Play show.
Yes. One more thing, everybody. I know one last non-Nintendo thing. We are starting our book club next month where we are playing Control on Xbox and PlayStation or PC. So even if you own those consoles, we really do hope you guys join us. We're starting May 1st, which is a Thursday, and we're going to be doing our bookmarks on Monday. At the end of the month, on the last Sunday, we are going to record podcast about our book club, and then get ready for June, because Corey's game, let's say, it's quite awakening.
Wow, you really like to tease, don't you, Ed? But anyways, I want to thank everybody so much for watching and or listening. Remember that we are all here to play games and be better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woohoo!